Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to X-Men 97, Season 1, Episode 6, titled Lifedeath Part 2. Storm is forced to face her worst fears in order to free herself. Now, this episode is obviously continuing off of the second half of Episode 4, which was Lifedeath Part 1, where we had Storm living with Forge, trying to get her mutant abilities back. And at the end of it, they were cornered by some entity that seemed to have the ability to warp reality that calls itself the Adversary. And also speaks with Storm's voice. I didn't pick up on the fact that it was the same voice actress. But yeah, so that episode ended with Forge being bitten by the Adversary and seemingly poisoned, and Storm being grabbed by it. And that was the last we saw. Now, I do wish we were continuing off of the end of the last episode, because I want to know what's going to happen with that. Obviously, given the fact that they had Cable showing up and trying to stop it with time travel, and the fact that they had shown Madeline had some form of precognition, because when she tried to, or more, when the genes link, they have some form of precognition, because the first time was when she was reading the first time was when she was in Cerebro reading Gyrick's mind, and she saw a dust vapor of Cable saying the exact same things. Turn off the music. Well, he didn't say turn off the music, but get everyone out of there. I'm sorry. And then again, when the Jean's minds linked, she heard the get everyone out of here, turn off the music, before it actually happened. So obviously they're going to be doing some time shenanigan thing to undo the fall of Genosha. I don't know why I'm talking about that in this episode, because, well, it's probably going to be best to talk about that in tomorrow's episode, but I'm probably not going to remember tomorrow's episode. Also, I found the story that's actually from. I knew it had the word extinction in it. I thought it was either extinction or X for extinction. It's E for extinction. So, yeah. I also heard that apparently the creators of the show were told they weren't allowed to use the actual villain from that story, so I don't know who's behind all of this. But anyway, let's put that all aside and get started on the Life-Death stuff in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, there's no way I was going to remember all that for... Well, I guess we are picking up some of it, because... Oh yeah, while this is going, I want to check... Oh yeah, this is the page where Emma's diamond form is shown, and she's the only one of the council to have not been shown dead. Because Shaw, Moira, Banshee, Magneto, all of them died in that Sentinel attack. And this is the pretty much shot for shot, that top one. The rest of the panel is just counting down the population of Genosha as its attack is going on. So yeah. They actually had, except for the fact that it was at night instead of... Why the hell are they showing Nimrod? Anyway, other than the fact that it happened at night, yeah, it was shot for shot. Getting Shia stuff? You know, maybe I should not pay attention to this opening the first time around, because it sort of tells what is going to happen in the episode, but... That's a Kree. I had to reply to a message, so I missed the start of the conflict, but... Yeah, that's what the Kree looks like in, the comics. I really can't remember if we got Kree in the original or not. Pyrrhic victory. Death through victory through great loss. Is that Vulcan? That'll be Charles. So he's not dead. Good. Charles, how the hell are you walking? I'm assuming it's a suit, but... I mean, if I was right about that being Vulcan, you've already got a Terran mutant on your group, so... Because that's the, Forgotten Summers brother. suck us in. Yeah, I don't think half your team's gonna make it to that wedding. There's the owl again. What is this? Some form of demonic rabies? That's not the saying. So here's the thing I never knew about Forge before this. Is that in the comics he uses magic. A mutant with a tech-based power also uses magic. He's like the best of three. No, but you are still claustrophobic. Oh, hey, that was a good time for me to say that before he actually came out and started using magic. At least he didn't have to sacrifice any X-Men this time. So he had two love stories. Kinky fuck. What the fuck, Charles? And you're a racist. Trial by combat. I don't know who was going to say that. He's dead. There's no way Charles is giving up Earth. So I wonder how they're going to get around the challenge. Hmm. How is Storm going to fare in that? Why are you bringing soldiers? Did you really think that was gonna work? My mind. He is still a teacher. I know people who aren't even claustrophobic who wouldn't be able to do that. How are you back? nightmare? Hmm. She also had a mental block. Because if she seems to have her powers back. You can't exactly feed on self-loathing from a goddess. Okay, not quite sure how that works, but she's got her outfit. Hey, Aurora, not to crash your moment, but Forge is still dying in the cave. Unless you getting your powers back also somehow fix that. It seemed to have fully healed. Which is exactly what the Kree does as well. Did she take another bite out of that apple? Gambit? Charles knows what happened on Earth. I do feel bad for Lilandra. You want to be killed because of what happened in Genosha? That's interesting. Weird that Trask would not be happy with what happened in Genosha. So, even that ending does happen in this book, at least a little. It's actually Trask's son, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's Bolivar Trask. But they do need some Trask DNA to access a master mold, which is what produces the Tri-Sentinel that wipes out Genosha. And, yeah. Huh. I don't know why I didn't think that Charles would be able to sense the deaths of all the X-Men. Why do you only see Gambit? Like, there are so many others that he knew that would have been wiped out. Like Banshee. Moira. Though maybe because she's not a mutant. Because Kurt survived. Rogue survived. He probably didn't know. I say he probably didn't know that Magnus was there. Well, but he didn't know Gambit was there, so Gambit showed up. Why did Magneto not? You'd also think he'd have sensed a Jean dying in that. Like, huh. Interesting. And what was with the purple flame? Because so unless it was meant to signify Gambit, because it was the same color as his kinetic energy. Also, again, I must ask, why did we see Nimrod in the start? Like, in pretty much every other episode, all of the scenes that they added to the opening that relates back to the original series relates to at least one element of this episode, Like, you get for Johnny's I always forget, is it X Factor or X Force team that he was on with Polaris and all that. You had the Shi'ar stuff. all of that. So, like, that all related to this episode, but why was Nimrod on the start? I guess Sentinel? Possibly? But why not just pull from a proper, like a normal Sentinel? Why like the Apex Sentinel from the future? Like, I am confused about that. I am also confused as to how Storm's power made her grow her hair out and gave her a uniform, but hey, they did a bit of magic in this episode, so let's just go with that. Huh. And well, it seems that Sinister was the one behind the attack on Genosha. So why would he want to wipe out all mutants? His whole thing was experimenting on mutants, trying to make the perfect mutant, collecting their DNA so he can make subservient versions of them. He's had lots of different goals, but those that were being taken out by the Tri-Sentinel, they were being disintegrated. There's no DNA to collect from them. So, like, why would he be behind that? Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. I'll catch you in the next one.